Hi, welcome back. I'm Laura and this is little Annabelle, and today we are going to be talking about a buck-toothed toucan. Not really a toucan, he's prehistoric in the Mesozoic era. And we left off here. I'm going to be doing the middle. I've been looking and I might be adjusting this today too. So yeah, let's so anyway, we are going to be getting started. I am going to be taking so this buck-toothed toucan, he was 60 million years old roughly, and they found him in Madagascar. So the discovery of, I'm taking some of the darkest purple, I think it's purple possessed, yeah, purple possessed. So the discovery of this bird has really kind of, I'm like really paranoid. Every time I start recording today, like, or I thought I did, like, it's not recording. So gosh, I can grab yellow. I think I'm sorry, sit down in my chair. So I think I mentioned this last week. My son likes to put things away from me. Because he's like, oh, mom's pants are over there, mom's pants are here, they're not supposed to be there, so didn't think about grabbing. So, assumptions about our knowledge of birds and dinosaurs, you know, living side by side, is pretty much what this does. So, they didn't find the whole bird. They just found the skull of it, and it was 9 centimeters, roughly 3.5 inches. So I guess, like, you know, that wasn't a good place for my pants. So it wasn't like, so there's a backlog of fossils that this team, I've also noticed, I'm really sorry guys, that like I'll lean back like this and I'm like, I don't even realize I'm doing that, and now I'm like also trying to work on that too. Backlog of fossils. And this skate like big resembled of a toucan. I am going to make this petal and this petal thicker. So back to the hi, can't talk English. Back to the prehistoric toucan. It's not really a toucan. So they've never seen anything like this bird before, like in the fossil records. So as I mentioned before, this bird presumably lived in the Mesozoic era. So that was about 250 million years to 65 million years ago. So very, very old. Like, also, like, when I rate this, it's I want to say like 65 to 250, but if you think about it, it's like, I don't know, just so birds that they found previously, like, didn't have special beaks or snouts the lead author, Patrick O'Connor, mentioned too that they've also, it's like, I want to be perfect, but at the same time it's like they're flowers. Flowers, trees, nature isn't exactly perfect all the time. So they name I'll leave it down. I forgot to put the full name on it, but they man, I really thought I wrote this down. Gosh, I have ADHD, and it's not an excuse, but it's been me being tired, especially since I'm not napping anymore. It's just, life has gotten a little rough, and not in a bad way. Just relearning my schedule again, and getting out of this like proverbial funk that I'm in. So I'll leave the full name. So we're going to be calling this the Folic. He would, like I mentioned, would look very similar to the horn, a hornbill or a toucan. So also the problem with this is, you guys see me thinking about this painting. The position of this flower is off. Just throw that out there. Okay, back to but the face bones of the bird would the bird would look similar, like in appearance, but when it comes to the skull structure, the face structure, it looks nothing like modern birds today. So we're gonna talk about real cool science here. Yay! See, isn't this interesting? All right. So the fossils of the bird were found in 2010 in Madagascar, but they're just kind of left there. Not left there. I think they like got it and brought it back to their lab, and it just sat there for 7 years. Probably they're like, we don't know what to do. And so they faced a problem because the fossil was very fragile and they didn't want to break it and fully excavate it. So modern technology, they used a high resolution camera and visual modeling to get see it. So, and then they used 3D printers to print the skull, or rebuild the skull, as they would put. And this man, Daniel Field, said it was referred to as an touchingly improbable animal. So the reason why I referred to this as a tooth or buck-toothed toucan earlier when I introduced this was so they did all their cool stuff with the it was preserved with a tooth in its beak. Like it was embedded, it wasn't like just laying there. But it's most likely than not that wasn't its only tooth. And the phallic is unique compared to 250 known species of that time, or 200. Sorry. So I find it interesting too. In science, like there's always that one find, and it's not necessarily like, oh my gosh, this is going to change everything, but it's just kind of like, oh yeah, we found this. So so with this find, it's like our knowledge of eras and species and evolution is I think there's huge gaps, because I too like to talk about the human evolution tree, as I took anthropology in college, and like we have a family tree, but per se there are huge gaps in it that they're like, there has to be something here, and they just haven't found it yet. And the reason is like this, they were saying like it's really they don't find bird skeletons very often because they're delicate, and it's harder for those bones to have fossilized. And archaeology, paleontology is a really cool field, but like fossils have to, and this is what also I learned, fossils have to be like the perfect conditions for them to have fossilized, which I think is really cool. Off topic here, like it's they're not fossils, but they have talked, like, I don't know if you have ever heard of the bog mummies, but they didn't fossilize, but the conditions of the mud and the like marsh and the bog perfectly preserved these humans, like a natural mummification process, which I think is super cool too. So yeah, so Connor, like, they've been working in Madagascar, and they've been working in Madagascar since the mid-90s, and O'Connor, the guy I talked about earlier briefly, is really excited to find out more about it, but also excited why he felt he had its beat. Kind of like Darwin found that these finches in the Galapagos Islands all evolved to have different beaks on different islands. So it's kind of like, why did this bird evolve this beak? So yeah, so short video. I did it under so it was a cool find. All the links down below for further reading in my research, or the article I read, will be linked down below, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to see anything else from me, let me know. Let me know what you think of this video. And my Instagram will be linked down below and at the end of the video. So I will see you guys next time. Bye!